Would I work with him again? No. I sort of wish him well because he's so good at Deadpool, and I think it's weird that he hates me.
Do you know he hates
We
you?
had a really weird moment on Deadpool where he said, let's do one more take. And then as the character, he was like horrifically mean to me, but to me, as if I'm Weasel. So he was like, you know what's great about you, Weasel? You're not the star. You do just enough exposition that is funny, and then we can leave and get back to the real movie.
So he's riffing.
I just kind of listened and thought it was weird, and then
Imagine you're at a party. You see two people who, just 2 years ago, were involved in a public blowout so messy it made a tabloid editor's heart skip a beat. One of them called the other horrifically mean and insecure on a massive podcast, swearing they'd never work together again. Now, you look across the room, and those same two people are clinking glasses, calling each other buddies and loyal friends. You'd be confused, right? That is exactly the whirlwind Hollywood is currently spinning in. The stars of the show, Miller and Ryan Reynolds. After years of public friction that saw Miller essentially exiled from the Deadpool universe, the comedian has suddenly flipped the script. But as veteran entertainment journalist Kjersti Flaa points out, the timing of this bromance reboot is, to put it mildly, suspicious. Is this a genuine reconciliation, or are we watching a calculated move to protect the golden boy image of Ryan Reynolds as he faces his biggest legal and public relations storm yet? To understand why this is a hold my popcorn moment, we have to look back at the 2022 interview that started it all. Speaking on the Adam Carolla show, Miller didn't just nudge the door open on his relationship with Reynolds. He kicked it down. Miller recounted an on-set experience during Deadpool where he claimed Reynolds, while in character, was horrifically mean to him. According to Miller, Reynolds basically told him he was only there for exposition, and then they could get back to the real movie. Miller's takeaway? Reynolds hated him and was kind of an insecure dude who changed once he hit megastardom. The challenges of a public feud. Burned bridges. Miller was notably absent from Deadpool and Wolverine. Career stagnation. Miller's own controversies made his victim narrative a tough sell for many fans. But then, the wind changed. In a recent podcast appearance, Miller described Reynolds not as a bully, but as a loyal friend and a buddy. He claimed they hashed it out via email and that the whole thing was just a big misunderstanding. Does that sound like a natural evolution of a friendship to you? Or does it feel a bit like a script rewrite? Kjersti Flaa. If that name sounds familiar, it's because she's the journalist who recently went viral for releasing a nightmare interview with Blake Lively, Reynolds' wife. Flaa has become a de facto whistleblower for the real side of Hollywood's power couples. Flaa isn't buying the Miller sunshine and rainbows routine. In a recent breakdown, she suggests that this sudden change in tone is a classic move of damage control. Reynolds is currently the king of the box office, but behind the scenes, the Lively Reynolds brand is under fire. Between the It Ends With Us drama and the ongoing friction with Justin Baldoni, the couple's PR team is likely working overtime. Why change the Miller narrative now? Neutralizing mean guy claims. If the guy who called you a bully suddenly calls you a buddy, the original bullying claim loses its teeth. Bolstering the brand. Reynolds needs to remain the approachable superstar to keep his massive commercial empire, Aviation Gin, Wrexham AFC, Mint Mobile, thriving. The Lively ripple effect. Since Blake Lively is facing intense scrutiny for her behavior during press tours, any negative press about Ryan becomes double trouble for the household brand. Flaa's observation raises a chilling question. In the age of main character energy, is anyone in Hollywood actually friends? Or are they just managing each other's reputations? The Justin Baldoni shadow, legal appeals, and public scrutiny. We can't talk about Ryan Reynolds right now without mentioning the elephant in the room, Justin Baldoni. The drama surrounding the film It Ends With Us has shifted from on-set creative differences to a full-blown legal battlefield. As of March 2026, the situation is escalating. Just recently, a federal judge denied Blake Lively's bid to sanction Baldoni's lawyer, a significant blow to her legal strategy. Reynolds has been heavily linked to this drama, with reports suggesting he took creative control of the film away from Baldoni. There are even whispers of potential legal appeals and unsealed text messages that could paint a very different picture of the Reynolds' lively household. The truth is, Hollywood is a business of perception. While we'd love to believe in a world where Deadpool and Weasel are actually best friends, the reality is often much more corporate. What do you think? Is it peace or PR? At the end of the day, T.J. Miller's 180-degree turn is either a beautiful story of forgiveness or a masterclass in Hollywood crisis management. Given everything Ryan Reynolds is facing with the Justin Baldoni lawsuits and the It Ends With Us fallout, the damage control theory is looking stronger by the day. What's your take? Do you believe TJ and Ryan have truly mended fences? Or do you think this is a calculated move to keep the Reynolds brand squeaky clean? Drop a comment below and share this article if you think Hollywood's nice guy image is starting to crack. Let's get the conversation started.